Have a baby by me, baby. Be a millionaire, I write the check before the baby comes. Who the hell cares? I'm stanky rich. Have a baby by me, baby. Be a millionaire, I write the check before the baby comes. Who the hell cares? I'm stanky rich.
Niggas say I'm crazy, I be thinking, yo, I was crazy enough to believe what the fuck I was saying gonna happen was gonna happen. And that's why I was persistent enough and consistent enough to exist now.
Did you ever fuck Daphne, 50 Cent's baby mother?
Nah, every time I was called or involved in any way, it was only Cassie specifically.
You and your feelings about Daphne, because she would gang them? You and your feelings about Daphne, because she would gang them?
That shit is crazy.
Fellas, your money can't save you from a bird. A bird will always embarrass you, bro. So apparently, Diddy was dogging out 50 Cent's baby mother, slutting her out. And it's sad, bro, because, you know, as a man, you know, you like whatever, shorty is who she is, but you can't really say that when that's the mother of your child. And this is why, as a man, you got to be very selective when it comes to choosing the right woman to have kids with. Because if you have kids with a bird, all a man needs to do to attract your bird is crumbs, is money. And she's going, she's working, she's not going to say no. And that's why I tell you all dudes all the time, don't lead with your wallet. This is going to be the outcome. So apparently, 50 Cent's baby moms is going by the name Jane in the Diddy trial.
One of the most important witnesses in the Diddy trial took the stand today. Now, we can't know this woman's name, but she's testifying under the name Jane. Jane walks into the courtroom elegantly, taking the stand and briefly looking in Diddy's direction.
Now, think about how smart this woman is. She's testifying under the name Jane. Why? I don't know. When she's the baby mother of 50 Cent, when her image is all over the internet. So she's saying, yo, don't put my real name out there, but I'm gonna put my real self out there. This is a woman with a bird brain. I keep telling y'all, man, in a bird brain is only crumbs. Who got the crumbs? Who got the crumbs?
Prosecutors had the judge repeat several times that we can't tell you who Jane is. She says she was in a relationship with Diddy from 2021 to 2024, right up until the day he was arrested. She says she met Diddy through a friend on a Miami girls trip back in 2020. That friend was actually dating Diddy. But Jane says they started flirting on this trip and on the low gave each other their numbers.
Ooh wee, look what that money make a bitch do.
But Jane says it was in 2021 when the relationship really picked up, when the mutual friend, who was in a relationship the whole time, got engaged and moved abroad.
Oh, no.
On their first date, Jane says that Diddy really wined and dined her. She described him as funny, charismatic, larger than life. And it was on that date that Jane says they started opening up about past relationships. And she told him about another famous man that she used to date and had a son with that Diddy hates.
And this is why a bird is extremely dangerous, bro. Because a bird will sleep with your enemy just for the right price. This is her child's father. She don't care about that, bro. All she care about is the lifestyle, the greed, the money. And this is why, as a man, you gotta keep far away from a bird, bro.
I don't even think of no other man, man. Besides If I'm thinking about another man, I'm thinking about uplifting. Yeah, play the clip. Go ahead.
I want you to party with me for your birthday, man.
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party, you know what I'm saying?
Asked 50 about that. And he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes. What? I'm a nice guy. I don't even think of no other man.
It feels like something must have happened, though, like that we just don't know about behind the scenes.
He loves me.
That maybe a situation, a deal went bad.
Nah,
I don't know what it is.
Sometimes people that feel like they don't like you and they act like that, they really love you. He loves me. He loves me.
Do y'all really
can't
have
see
a
it?
beef?
I mean, y'all can't see it.
No, we can't see
Y'all
it,
can't
man.
see that he loves me?
But see,
you really, hold on, you really think that's hate? When you really break it down, you've been out here a long time. You know he loves me.
I don't think he like you.
You know he loves me.
I don't think he like you.
Okay.
But she says that Diddy wasn't bothered. The next month, this is now February of 2021, they went on vacation together. 9 days in Turks and Caicos and 6 days in the Bahamas. Diddy rented out a whole villa. Now, Jane says before Diddy, she only tried ecstasy twice, but she says on that trip, they did it every other day. She says she also opened up about the struggles of being a single mom and being an influencer/content creator. At the end of it, she says they felt really connected and she fell in love.
I got so much juice.
Diddy also gave her $10,000 because as a content creator, she couldn't work while she was on vacation. Now, Jane says from the beginning, Diddy was open about dating multiple women, but she says she was okay with it because she really liked him.
And this is why I tell you all dudes all the time, bro. Treat a bird like a bird. Only suckers lie to birds. Only a sucker dude will be loyal to a bird. A bird is loyal to the money. She don't care how many girls you got because she don't care about you. She's there for the money, for the benefit, for the lifestyle. So when y'all dudes be getting with these birds and be lying to them and be cuffing them, I'll be like, yo, why? Yo, what's even more crazy though? What if 50 was like faithful to this bird?
See, prosecutors really focused in on their relationship from February of 2021 to May of 2021. That's because she says, in May, everything changed. Jane put her head down and started to break down in tears as she explained that in May of 2021, Diddy had the fantasy convo. Before that, she explained that they would have long lovemaking sessions. They would use baby oil and they would watch explicit videos, but it was just the two of them. But she says while they were watching these explicit videos, Diddy would say, do you like what you see? Do you want to pretend to do that? Do you want that? And then one day in his bedroom in Miami, he said, I can make that fantasy a reality if you'd like. Jane says she said okay, thinking nothing of it, goes to the bathroom. When she comes out, Diddy's wearing a robe and he's texting furiously. And then he tells her, I can make that happen tonight. And Jane says, tonight? But Jane says she still went along with it because she saw how excited he got and wanted to please him. She also says she was still a little high. And a couple of hours later, they were in a hotel. Jane says that when she and Diddy get to the hotel room, his assistants are already there, setting things up. She says it's a bustle of getting the room ready with baby oil, red lights, and sheets over the furniture. Jane says Diddy then tells her that there is a guy on the way. His name is Don, and that he knows him. He's a good guy. Jane says that she's wearing some lingerie that Diddy picked out and some platform heels and wearing a robe on top. Now, we later learn that Don is a black guy from Cowboys and Angels. Diddy walks out to greet him and comes back. Jane says that she was very nervous, but the way she described it seemed like even Don knew what to do. Diddy, she says, is in boxer shorts, but when things start getting hot and heavy, he is naked and he's touching himself. On the sideline, she says Diddy is walking, talking, speaking words of encouragement to her. Jane says she then moves things to the bedroom because she wants to speed things up, and she asked Diddy for protection. She said that Diddy didn't want that, and he said, these guys are safe. They get tested all the time. They're some of the most cleanest people. After that, she said Don left and she and Diddy made love, and she was really, really happy. Next day when she got home, she said she felt exhilarated, like she felt she did something taboo that she'd never done before. At this point, Diddy glances at the jury's direction. But then Jane goes on to say that that night opened Pandora's box, a door that she would never be able to shut. Jane says that after the first freak-off, 90% of their interactions would be just that. And though she thought it would be a one-off thing, an every once in a while thing, he brought it up very quickly after. And so she says she went along with it because she didn't want to lose him and she wanted to make him happy. She says from 2022 to 2024, there were many times that she told him, both in text and in person, that she didn't want to do it anymore. And each time she says his reaction would be the same, very dismissive, saying things like, okay, we don't have to. You're crazy. What are you even saying? Running to change the topic. And Jane says that as the relationship progressed, she felt obligated because Diddy was also paying her rent. I do want to note that I'm using the term freakoffs just for consistency's sake because we explained in detail what that means. And even though all the actions are the same, for Jane, they were using hotel nights. She said they would also call them debauchery nights. Jane says that her relationship with Diddy consumed her because even though they would see each other spontaneously, unpredictable timing meant that she always had to have childcare ready and always had to be physically ready. And when she wasn't with Diddy, he didn't like her doing certain things. She says she went on a girls' trip and quickly found out through angry voice notes that he didn't want her to. That she always had to look presentable. Her hair, nails, lashes, everything cost a lot. He liked her with straight hair, white nails, and a nipple piercing. And because this took up so much of her time, she says the brand deals stopped coming in because she wasn't posting on social. And so her income was Diddy and her child support. Diddy, she says, ended up moving her to LA, paying for her place to get furnished and giving her sometimes $5,000 to $10,000 in cash. But she said they talked about an allowance. She pitched $15,000 a month. He said 10, and that went toward her housing. In 2021, she talked to Diddy about this new site that a friend of hers made $4 million on called OnlyFans. But she says Diddy just said, we'll talk about it. And right before court adjourned for the day, Jane explained the ritual of the hotel nights, exactly how Cassie described freak-offs.
It's over for you thoughts. It's over. It ain't that time. It's over for y'all. The other thoughts made it bad for you.
From what I'm hearing, Diddy was just feeding these birds sexual nature, bro. Because if you listen carefully, he asked her if she liked that, if she want that. And she was like, obviously, yeah. And he was like, oh shit, yeah? Well, I can make that happen. Let me make some calls. Because that's his thing. He want to watch. Because in his mind, like, he can't please these women. Because he probably be seeing, and a bunch of y'all dudes haven't really seen your girl true sexual nature. Y'all probably only seen the surface. But y'all haven't really seen your girl in that element where she's willing to go all the way out. And obviously, Diddy understand that element when it comes to birds. And it sounds like he was trying to feed that element. It sounds like he was trying to feed these birds true sexual nature. Because if you pay attention, Cassie loved it. This chick was into it. When a woman is not into some shit like that, bro, she will walk away from that man. She will run away from that man. But when a woman is willing to stay and indulge in that, that's who she is. And the reality is there's no limit when it comes to things a bird wouldn't do to be around some paper. When I say a bird will do anything, dog, I mean anything, just to be around this money. So it sounds like Diddy was just trying to feed these women's sexual demonic nature. But nevertheless, bro, it's just sad that this is a mother. And things like this don't go away. The internet is forever. It's written, it's documented. So think about some of the things her son might have to deal with at school and things like that. But the thing about a bird don't care. She don't think about those type of things. All she thinks about is herself and her nature. Fun time. I just want to have fun. I want to travel. I want to go shopping. I want to find a rich man. It don't even matter who that rich man is. It could be her son's father enemy. She doesn't care as long as he's providing her with that lifestyle. And the sad thing about it, Diddy really treated her like a straight slut. He wasn't even paying her no real money. He's a billionaire. He was giving her crumbs. Sad. Fellas, be careful out here, man. Be careful who you choose to have a baby with. Be careful who you choose to make the mother of your child. Because that woman will forever be connected to you. Fellas, be wise out here.
I can't believe I did that. I am so stupid. I don't know what I was thinking.
If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. You all already know, don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.